You have seen our first guest perform on Conan, The Tonight Show, Last Comic Standing, and The Late Show with David Letterman. You can also see him on season 2 of The Stand-Up, streaming on Netflix. We welcome to AM Northwest comedian Joe List. Joe, good to have you with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I gotta tell you, it's nice to hear my resume. You hear that, and you're like, hey, I've actually done a lot of things.
Look at what you've done. It's amazing.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
And you've been to Portland before, right? This is your first time on our show, but you've been to Portland before.
I have. I love this city. For some reason, I can't not say Portland in an Irish accent. Portland. It feels like a good Irish.
Well, we do have
Portland.
a lot of pubs around.
Yeah. I'll go to a Portland pub, and it's just for that. I think it's the OR thing. Portland. Yeah. It just feels like a good.
It does.
Irish-sounding city.
I love it. Now, you grew up in Massachusetts, right?
Yes, also a very Irish place. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. So
Yeah.
tell me about growing up in Massachusetts.
Well, it's pretty nice. Everyone's angry. You don't realize how angry everybody is there. It's all very Irish, and it's cold, and people fight a lot there. Like, I didn't realize that. People like, oh my God, look at this photo.
Yeah,
This
so
is
I want to
brutal.
know, so this was your
Oof.
car? You were so excited about having your portrait taken with your car?
No, not my car. I wish that was my car. I just liked Corvette. When you're a kid, every idea you just have to go with. I had no ability to be like, I don't think so. So I liked Corvettes. And my uncle's friend had a Corvette, and they were like, what if we took your senior portrait with the Corvette?
Wow.
And so I was like, okay, I guess. And so I'm sitting next to a Corvette that doesn't belong to me. I've never driven a Corvette. I don't own a Corvette. I'm not even like a car guy. It was just like when you're 17, you're like, I like Corvettes, I guess.
Why not? Why not?
You don't know what you like when you're 17. So we took a photo next to a Corvette, and it looks like I own it or something.
Oh, that's funny. And then you got into stand-up right out of high school, right?
Yeah, as soon as I graduated, I started doing stand-up.
And do you remember what your first gig was like?
I do. It was a place called Chops Lounge. It's not there anymore. It was like a true open mic. Anybody could come and sign up. There was literally like homeless people, like unfortunate people.
Right.
Walking up on stage just saying whatever they were saying. It was pretty wild.
How did it go? How did you...
Went well for me, not for them so much, but it went okay. The first joke I ever did, I said, this is in Boston, so I said, I went to Cheers and nobody knew my name. That was like my big joke.
Yeah.
And then my other joke was, I got the worst, let me try to remember it. I got the worst apartment warming gift ever, an air conditioner. It's because it doesn't warm. And I remember it went pretty well because I was like a teen. I had zits, and the guy that ran the show gave me his card.
We're looking at your
there
first
you go.
headshot.
That's my first headshot right there. Boy, kind of I actually look okay in that one.
I think you look good there.
Yeah, that's quite the forehead I have there. But yeah, it actually went pretty well. And this guy, his name was Larry Lee Lewis, and he gave me his card. And I remember thinking, I'm in show business.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was so exciting. And I was not in show business. You could argue that I'm still not now. But
well, I love that you're married to another comedian.
I am, yes. I am married to Phyllis Diller. No, that's my wife. You guys really did your homework here.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
That's my wife, Sarah Talamash. She's on the show, so if you come, you can see her as well.
Didn't you do, she's at Helium with you.
She's at Helium this weekend.
She opens for
Yeah,
you.
yes.
And didn't you two did it like a roast off, right? Where you went against head to head?
Yeah, they call it a roast battle, Comedy Central roast battle, and she won, and I took my foot off the gas a little bit. I care about her.
What? Wait a minute. I'm going to defend Sarah here. What?
No, I'm kidding. We wrote the jokes together. There's some footage of it. Luckily, you can't hear the audio because we would be kicked off of morning television, but we said horrible things to each other. But it was fun. We wrote the jokes together, so that way you're not like...
surprised.
What?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You never want to have someone be like, yeah, my husband has the worst breath, and you're like, I do? So we kind of wrote the jokes together. We said horrible things, and it went well. We get along great.
You've been married not very long, right?
No, a little over a year. We got about 2 or 3 years to go, and then that'll be it. And, not kidding.
How was the wedding? Oh, well, this is cute, first of all.
That was Halloween. This is fun because it looks like we're Popeye fans, but I've never, similar to the Corvette, I don't care about Popeye. We just went to a store right before the Halloween party and just bought the costumes they had left.
That's funny.
So we had fun. But wait, what was the question?
So about your wedding, how was the wedding?
Wedding was great. It was like really low key. We did no church. We did it all at a hotel. Oh my God, you guys have everything here. That's Robert Kelly, another great comedian. I don't know if he works the club. He should. You guys should book Robert Kelly if you don't.
Okay.
But a comedian officiated our wedding, and he was hilarious. And it was all out in this little courtyard in the hotel, and then we just shifted right over to the dance floor, and it was magical. It was the best day of my life.
Are you a good dancer?
Oh, I can dance. Look
Really?
at this.
Look at that
footage.
move.
Yeah. I can dance well. I mean, this looks like the Matrix right here. Yeah, I can really dance. And we danced 100% of the time, the DJ was like, I've never seen a bride and groom dance this much. Usually they're
Oh.
socializing, and we're like, no, we hate our families. We just wanted to dance. So we never spoke to anyone at our wedding. We just danced the night away. It was really fun, I recommend that.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
You were on Letterman. What
Yes.
was that experience like?
It was incredible. I was, I think, one of the last comedians to debut on there. It was after he announced he was retiring.
Oh, right.
And it's hard. Like, it's hard to get on TV. We tried for like a year and a half to get
Right.
on, and then finally they gave me a date. It was the thrill of my lifetime. But you guys did a lot of research here.
So that's Letterman's cue card.
Yeah, that was the cue card. I have them at my house framed, and
I think that's cool.
It was pretty magical. That was the show that meant the most to me. I've done that in this show. This is 1 and 1A. I've always wanted to meet Dave.
I knew you would
and
love this show.
So yeah, it was the best day of my life. I already said that about my wedding. It was the second best day of my life. 2 best days: Letterman, wedding.
Why
this
did
day.
Letterman mean so much to you?
Well, I grew up watching him, and I just thought he was. And then even before I was watching him in the '80s, when I was a young kid, like he kind of changed the whole thing. He was so irreverent and all that stuff. So he meant a lot, and I thought he was kind of like the king of. They always say there's like 4 kind of kings of lateness: Steve Allen, Jack Paar, Johnny Carson,
Oh, right.
and Letterman. So he was like the last sort of legendary guy. No disrespect to Jimmy.
Now, how is it being married to a comedian? Do you two entertain everyone at dinner? I mean, how?
A little bit, I think so. It's great. I mean, it's the best. We were talking about it in the car. Dating a comedian is nice because this is the key to a marriage. We hate all the same people. You know what I mean? You're like,
who
that
do you
guy's a
hate?
jerk. I'm
Yeah.
not going to name names here,
Oh,
but you
come
know what I
on.
mean? This is actually the model in Paris. You see
So
that
Ted,
guy?
tell us about this.
Oh, so we started. Some people are so attractive that it's hilarious. We were in Paris, and this guy was doing a modeling shoot, and he was so attractive that we couldn't stop laughing. So we took photos with him, and he ended up being on our flight. And he was like in his pajamas. You know, on a flight, everyone looks like hell, you know.
Right.
But this guy still looked
Look
gorgeous. I am a heterosexual man. I've never been more attracted to a human being in my life than that guy right there. I would have left my wife for him.
Well, he is attractive.
Yeah, he's a beautiful, beautiful man. And I said to my wife, I was like, ask him on a date. If he says yes, leave me. I'll take care of the kids. We don't have kids. I made that up. But so anyways, yeah, it's great
so
dating a
fun.
comedian. We have a lot of fun. It's
Well,
the best.
and your wife Sarah is opening for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are at Helium tonight. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you so much for visiting.
Thank
and
you for
next
having
time,
me.
have Sarah come with you.
I will, for
That'd
sure.
be
I'll
fun.
get her butt out of bed.
Okay, sounds good.